Hey everybody, this is Sharon McDonald and I'm super happy to be with you today for Golden Drop. We have a little bit of an unusual circumstance, and the minute that you can't hear me will be the minute that Renee takes over. We are using this little Zoom call to be able to help you guys use your products in the very best way. If you're brand new to essential oils, more about how to use them, how to never waste your money, what is a holistic lifestyle, using that body-mind connection to be able to really spend less money on your day-to-day medications and over-the-counters that you might use, go toxin-free, and really just get back to basics with nature. And so that's the purpose of this call. And those of you who've decided to use essential oils as a way of doing that and other natural products, this is your gig. So today what we're going to do, because I'm on my way, I'm right on the border of Canada and Vermont, and my reception is pretty spotty. So if you lose reception, like I said before, Renee is going to take over. And what we're doing today is a Q&A. Basically, this is going to be super interactive with you guys. And what we want to know is those of you who are on the call and those of you who are joining by replay, drop your biggest concern with, like, what question do you have about what kind of product, what emotional state, what are you wanting to decrease your cost of that you're doing a lot of at home? And I'm asking you, if you're using a medication, if you're going to ask us, how do I get off this medication? I'm going to refer you to working with your doctor or your practitioner to be able to help that, because we're not allowed to prescribe or diagnose. That's not the purpose of this call. We will just teach you how to better use your products and the things that you want to be able to do that. So we focus on nutrition, we talk about emotional support, body support, and all of those kind of functions, and that's what we're capable of doing. But we cannot tell you to stop taking a medication. That is not what we're doing. So I would love to hear from you guys, if you don't mind sharing what you would like to know more about or what concern you might have that we might be able to assist. And this is super interactive, so if you're listening and you have a solution that you use in your home or things that you've done to help a situation, type it in the chat section or open your mic and offer that solution. So let's get started. Anybody, open that mic.
This is Sherry Niemela. I have something that I do with the Melaleuca Touch to help with sinuses. Right, I rollerball it right pinky, kind of swab in my left nostril, rollerball left pinky, swab the right nostril. Keeps the sinus infections away and just helps with my sinuses. So that's one of my tips that I like.
I love that, Sherry. That, you know, my husband used to do that for his eyes, but I've never had anybody share that they do that for sinus issues and supporting that and not, you know, warding off those infections that happen. That's awesome.
Right, and if I feel like I'm getting a little sniffly or something, I do that too. So
that's awesome.
That's one of my favorite go-tos.
Okay, so let's jump off of that. What are some things that are similar to Melaleuca? For those of you who don't know, Melaleuca is the same thing as tea tree. Melaleuca is actually its botanical name, so that's why we call it Melaleuca. And a similar essential oil that goes with this that's like Melaleuca is going to be green mandarin, right? That one's brand new. It's beautiful, and it has
Sharon, you have bad reception.
properties, as well as Manuka Touch. Those are all going to have
Okay, it looks like we lost her. All right, so Diana, I'm going to call on you if you can help out on Cordelia's question. She said, what is the best product for speeding up metabolism? I already used Slim and Sassy and now turmeric, yellow or yarrow palm, and green mandarin. Any other suggestions?
Not any that come right off the top of my head. I'd have to go in and really research that. But all those that you just suggested are extremely good. And I know a lot of people think of when they do like a cleanse, that's another thing that we need to make sure that we do a cleanse before we even think about the metabolism, because sometimes our organs are like stuck and they don't filter well. And so we're not going to be able to have results like we want unless we do that cleanse of the organs first. And so Zendercran would be an awesome one to add into all that so that you can get those filters working correctly and let your body help with what you're trying to do, especially if you're trying to speed up the metabolism. You know, and sometimes when we look at different essential oils, like not necessarily metabolism itself, but to create that energy level, is looking at oils that are opposite of what we think they are. So like we know that in some people, Vicodin is most people, it makes them super tired, but some cases it makes them super hyper and they're cleaning their house all day. So lavender for some people and children are the opposite effect of what we think it's going to do. And it's amazing. So sometimes even just that, knowing those tidbits, you may not want those, but it might be something to help you in wanting to do more, because you now have that energy level too, not just speeding up the metabolism, it's having the energy to do what the things that you want to do. That would be my only suggestion that I know of at this point.
Great, thank you. Does anybody else have any questions that they want to put on here?
Hi, I have a comment. So I love the fact that she mentioned all of the new essential oils that we got just recently at convention. When I think of appetite, so boosting your metabolism, I also think of appetite suppressant. So what I'm doing right now for helping my cravings for my appetite that goes along with boosting my metabolism, I do Serenity and Purify in a roller bottle, and I just roll it on the bottom of my feet or on my wrists when I'm feeling like I want to go like raid the cabinet or the cupboard, right? Or maybe eat something that's not really healthy for me. So anyways, that's my thought. When I think of metabolism for me, it's the cravings and the things that make me want to go eat something I'm not supposed to.
Awesome, thanks, Sherry. Do you want to close out on a tip, Sherry, at all? All right, looks like we don't have any more questions. Sorry that this has been a little bit of a crazy little golden drop since we weren't prepared for Sharon's reception situation. So if you're doing the replay, please comment below what your questions are, and we can do a Q&A and be interacted on the post on Go Green Group and Oils to Go Facebook pages, so we can go ahead and do that. And if anybody has any other questions that were live, we can go ahead and jump on and do that. If not, then we can go ahead and just say have a great, happy Halloween, and hope you guys have a safe and fabulous holiday today, and we'll see you next week. Have a good day.